Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss and welcome back to Going Under. Future me again, talking about past videos. So let's dive into the Winky Dink with the harder version of the original founders. What's changed in here? Well, I hate to tell you this, but hell is pretty much frozen over, apparently. There's a lot more cold stuff going on, as well as fire in Winky Dink now. And also we can see different mobs as we'd expect. We've got bigger versions of the typical mobs, and here we also have masked winkabuses. That's the succubus, the winkabus. We've got the winkabus and the dinkabus. The dinkabus is the male, and the winkabus is the female. See, I'm learning the names finally. The masked versions tend to have either ice or fire tridents, which are quite nice weapons. They'll either, oh by the way, gift to the intern there are random items from the shop. They're usually pretty good. Yeah, so I've got a. Am I carrying a trident there? I think I am. Yes, tridents are quite nice. They set things on fire, or the other ones freeze them. So they fire a shot there, just coming out, and they're not a bad weapon. I am doing a terrible job at dodging the shots here, though, as far as that goes. But they're not too bad. Also, you see the enemies keep getting frozen there. That's the perk I currently have running, which is enemies that you focus on sometimes get frozen. There was a past one that was fire, and there's a frozen one as well, which is quite nice because it can often put enemies out of action, so you can focus on whatever else is happening on the screen at the time, which is usually me getting beaten by something, or attempting to fight something else. But a lot of the weapons are very similar still. Double hockey sticks and the spear. I can't remember what I've done this level. Did I do this one, or did I not? Did I do this? Did I grab this heart juice? I might have done. I'm gonna go for it. There we go. Okay. What else? What enemies have we got in here? Slimes. That is what there is a lot more of in this game. It's not quite as bad as. Oh, there's a hand as well. It's not quite as bad as Sticks Coin, with tiny rooms and huge enemy stuffed in there. It can happen a little bit, but to a lesser degree. But they do use a lot more of a lot more slimes. And the reason for that is double. Let's talk about the hand first. The hand is very familiar to anyone playing the Zelda games, obviously. The hand does the same thing as the enemy hands at the boss of the first version of Winky Dink. Excuse me. Which is it slams or it snips or it produces slimes. And the reason slimes are so good is because the developers know that slimes are a particularly effective enemy in here. You're rushed kindly by the slimes. There's usually lots of them. I mean, I've met levels before now where there have been 3 huge slimes. See, more slimes. 3 huge slimes in a level, and each of those slimes will break into 3 little slimes. Slimes also, if they get caught on fire, they often turn into the demonic version, which is even tougher and faster. And also the slimes have a nasty jump attack. They pause and they jump. But when you get lots of them coming after you, what am I doing? Oh, I'm after the low-hanging fruit. I love low-hanging fruit. You can take that statement however you like it. This is very effective. They've got it for smashing things. The slimes jump from a very long way away. They can jump from like halfway across a room to hit you. And when there's like 6 of them or more doing it, then it's really hard to avoid the damage. And that's what a lot of levels are about, just trying to eat away at your health as much as possible. You know, wear you down through erosion of things that you can't necessarily avoid. Another version of the masked dinkabus there, rather, is another little slime fella. The masked dinkabus there was doing another attack that he does, a great big area of effect attack. Really, both of the masked versions aren't that bad, really, to tell you the truth. You just got to dodge around them and manage them. There you go, he's doing his big demonic thingy attack, whatever that is. So So what we're going to do on this video, we're going to show you know, just some general bits and pieces of what happens in the harder version of Winky Dink, and then we're going to have a fight with the boss, and then me beating the boss at the end, as well as beating this Dinkabus when he's a frozen friend. He's always very satisfying. This is not the winning run, so I found on a number of these levels that there's a couple of key skills that are really, really effective in certain levels, based upon what the levels are like. So in Sticks Coin, the problem is speed, because a lot of the levels are flooded and they're often quite cramped. So being able to move around very fast is very important. So a speed up skill, such as I'm Baby, which makes you small and very fast, is a very good one. You can run around very fast. You can go literally you don't have to roll under obstacles. You can just walk under obstacles like tables. Here, the key thing is there you go, a masked room of slimes. The key thing in the harder version of Winky Dink is missiles. A lot of the enemies fire things at you. We've got the masked Winkabus, who has 2 attacks. They either throw something at you, or they do a little poke at you, like that. But if you can get rid of the damage, the missile damage, that deals with a lot of it. Gets rid of our little friend, the water pistol slime. He can't do anything anymore. These guys can't do anything anymore, and there's various other things to do with the boss as well that you can't do. And there is a skill for that. It's thick skin, or tough skin, I think it's called. And if you've got that, then all these shots will simply bounce off, and actually not only bounce off, but bounce back towards the enemies. I just realised actually, so the best skill for Sticks Coin, where everything's dead and undead, is the baby one, and the best one for dealing with this is the thick skin, which is obviously very important if you're dating on a dating app. I'm sure it's not intentional, but there you go. So later on we'll see that I've switched to, in many of my runs, stop hitting at me, you've charmed me. In a lot of my runs I have switched to the thick skin, but it just makes the levels so much easier. In fact, certain enemies can't do anything to you at all. Standard Winkabus can't do anything because they only shoot at you. The cowboy boot hat slime can't do anything. He only shoots. You know, it curse of women's wear. He's got no pockets. I love that bug. Not that curse, rather. Not enough to pick it up. But then anyway, so yeah, not as bad as Sticks Coin. A little frustrating in places. It's about lucky runs, and in fact, that's how I'm going to beat the boss at the end. Is a good combination of lucky skills. Is the answer. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention, here I'm using probably Tappy, I think, from Money as my mentor.
Remember to leave a rating.
Fern, the guy who produces the fizzy drinks, is still a far superior choice for this. You can carry up to 9 cans of drink, and it really, really helps. Anyway, let's go and deal with the boss, shall we? What have I got? Oh, I've got a little friend, or rather a large friend. Apparently, I've managed to charm a Dinkabus. He's with us. See how long he lasts. Here we are. The hands are back. We have, but the little fella is behind. There appears to be some turntables. Anyway, said before, fighting hands, just with a few new tricks up their sleeves. They've not got no sleeves. That's why the tricks are hidden, maybe. I don't know. Such terrible jokes. Terrible dad jokes. Masked hover hands. Yes. So, that's the Dinkabus doing things over there. But you can see the hands trying to do slams. They are summoning poop emojis, which roll out and hit you and explode. But and they also summon slimes in, which is quite common. There you go, picking the poops out, wait for a slam. They're not terrible. It's about, again, management of what's coming in at you at the time. If there's a few slimes around, deal with them. Run away from the fingers. You know. Why am I even trying to attack that? Oh, and a rush attack as well, which I'm doing. This is the first time I've met the boss, probably, so I'm doing the best I can to try and discover what it does and manage everything on the screen. Not very well, you can probably imagine. Yeah, so the hands do have a lot of health. It's a two-stage battle as usual. Ignore the top marker. I don't think you can hit the guy behind his little booth over there. Although, what if AoEs? Oh, I've got a frogger. I've got a frogger. Where did I pick that up from? I wonder if AoEs also hit the main boss. I don't know. But the trick is here is to break the hands, and then we can die horribly any second. Snip to death, and then we can deal with the main slime. I'm back, and now I've got some really good skills on me right now. So I have occasionally set fire to things that you focus on. I have double flames. Well, extra power, extra hot flames. So you might see there's a green colour to them instead. They probably do double damage or something like that. When I roll, I put fire on the 4. So there's quite a few different perks on there. The hands I don't think actually touch the floor most of the time, except when they do a rush. If they do that rush attack, they fall on the floor afterwards. So potentially you can make them fall. There's the green flames. There's the you can make them fall into the fire, but generally speaking, they miss the flames. The flames are for the slimes, and usually flames for slimes is bad because they turn into the demonic versions of the slimes, which obviously you don't want. However, with the double damage flames, it tends to kill them pretty fast anyway. They're not immune to it. Yeah, I just did set fire to that hand. It didn't seem to catch on fire, which is frustrating. Anyway, so it's about... Yeah, so normally flames is not necessarily great in Winky Dink, but it's pretty good here with the random combination of skills that I've picked up. And of course, thick skin. So a lot of the shots, like the poop shots for example, are going to bounce off me. What happened there? I think I drank one of the cans of drink there, which gives me temporary immunity. Yeah, so the poops coming out will bounce off me, but the explosion could still hurt me. I'll have to be careful about that later. Also around here, it's how many weapons are available. Weapons seem to go down very fast in here, because these hands have got so much health, so that's been a wear and tear. Oh, it looks like I've actually already put one of the hands down. There he is, laying on the floor. I'm not sure if the other one... There's demonic slimes. I'm not sure if the other hand gets a little bit faster once the other hand's down. If it is, it's fractionally so. Still lots of drinks available. And again, the drinks are mostly... There you go, pulse there. To deal with the slimes, not so much the hands. Crowd control. Crowd control rather than killing the hands. And I think when I've been fighting this boss before, rushing too much was the thing. Get your pokes in where you can. And manage the crowds. Yeah, apart from anything else, that was 4 slimes. Looked like I hadn't dealt with the old ones. And new ones were coming in. Also, fire! Oh, second stage. Flames for you is not so much of a problem because that was also a hit while I was coming out the cutscene, which is a little unfair. Never mind. The flames for you are not necessarily a problem because if you catch on fire, you can roll. If you realise you're on fire, just roll to get rid of it. Okay, so what's changed? We have... Oh, we've got it's our 3rd stage fire. How would I have forgotten that? It's been a while since I played this, so... Another immunity. The cans stack up so you can work your way back through the stuff you put in your pockets. Anyway, so yes, next stage. Now we have a hot hand and a cold hand. But we don't have to, we can ignore two aspects, which is firing flames and firing icicles, because both of those are bouncing off me, as you can see. I'm potentially setting light to other flames. Oh, there's a peach. Setting fire to other slimes and things. Oh, we've got all demonic slimes coming out now from that hand. I didn't notice the intensity of the fight when I originally had it. Again, I didn't find this stage particularly much harder than the last one. That's mostly because I can ignore all the shots coming at me. I'm sure it'd be much worse. Hey, even that icicle, that big icicle, coming up as well. Oh great, we've got vacuuming in the background. We'll have to just deal with that. I hope you can't hear that. It's nice when your children do things like vacuuming, but not at times like this. Give him that plant pot. I'm getting desperate now. I'm running out of items to use. One hand down, it looks like. I nearly got the second one. No, are they both up and running? I'm not sure what happened there. Like one of them got frozen. I've got a box in the corner. Aha! The main slime finally comes out with what looks to be maybe an eye patch that he's wearing. I'm not sure. I hope it's an eye patch and not a cod piece. It's quite hard to tell, really, to tell you the truth. A lot of peaches in here, which is quite nice. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm not going to argue with that. So he appears to be doing vacuuming over there, much like my son is. And they can disarm you doing that. He spends a lot of his time doing it, although I think some of it, he's making the noise even though he's not always doing it. It's like a graphical glitch, possibly. But yeah, what that little pouch there is supposed to be doing, I don't know. But we know how slimes work. He jumps. He comes in. I think he's immune. He might be immune to fire. I'm not sure. I've seen him pass through fire a few times and not really get hurt by it. So he's not on fire there, is he? If we hit him a few times, we've got little guys come out, and I think we've got one last round of splitting off. You know, after he's my spear, my poker. After after this, you know, fighting your way through the whole level, those guys apparently are not immune to fire. Can I pick up that icicle? Do you reckon? It'd be kind of cool if I could. If I could grab that icicle. Yeah, it's not that hard at the end, but I guess in a lot of cases you could be down to your very last life points at this stage here, so a slightly easier last stage is not quite so bad. Anyway, slime down, dead slime. So that's it. That's all the main levels completed on the original Founders version, rather the second time through. Annoying, but not terrible. Being in the right frame of mind and having a good couple of skills is what does it for you. I guess like any game like this, any roguelike game. So next we need to find one more share to shove into the door, and then go up the elevator to Cubicle's boardroom. And where is the last share? Well, there's only one company left, I think. Is it our share? It is our share, I think, isn't it? Yes, we've got to go and see our wonderful CEO, Jack? I can't remember. Ray. Of course it is. Sorry, Ray. You're only the boss. You're only the boss, mate. But yes, a bit of chitting and chatting, and there's a last leaving conversation with all the other colleagues, work colleagues as well. You know, the bits I don't focus on. But we, for a moment, there's a suggestion that maybe Ray's going to fight us. But he's not. He's kind of broken, I think. He's a broken man. We've broken him. Got the last share. And then we can go up and see what fresh hell and horrors Cubicle have for us. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. I've got a feeling Abby's got something to do with it. The little robot cube thing. But that's for next time. So there you go. That's me getting through Winky Dink. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. I'll see you again next time.